finally get to do this video right here. I've been sitting on it for a while. I had all these games and movies just sitting out in the open not put up, so I'm pretty sure some of them I haven't shown and some I have shown, but let's go ahead and knock these out so I can put it up. So if I had some of these you already seen in prior videos, I apologize. Let's see, let's go ahead and knock the games out first. With the games, I got Gravity Rush 2 for the PS4. This was dirt cheap, so you can find this really dirt cheap online anywhere. I had grabbed the Division Golden Edition, got this for pretty cheap, had the codes intact, so that wasn't really hard to find. So probably some days it will be, but dirt cheap to find that. Try looking for the collector's editions for that in the second game. Yeah, you're not gonna find that at a good price. And for the one that did cost me some money, not as much as other people, but I was hoping to find this at a cheap price. I spent days looking and I just finally pulled the trigger on it. And that's the first Gravity Rush. You're not gonna find this for a good price unless maybe you at a flea market or something. Somebody don't know anything about it, just put it out. And this was like a Amazon exclusive game. They didn't make too many copies, so it's not rare right now, but it's rare to find it at a good price. Okay, so I spent a little bit more than I wanted to, so but not like others. I got Jet Girls. I maybe showed this off before, but I don't know. But another one that I really want to show. Because of their edition box, their collector's edition, limited, whatever it is. I love how they just made a compact box. Kind of reminds me of how the PC went big box to little box. This is how collector's editions, limited editions should be done. Because I applaud them. I love how they just compact everything in. I went ahead and scooped up Death End Request 2. I'm pretty sure I maybe showed this off as well. It's just been sitting out, but got both of them now. Like I said, sometimes these little editions can get too big at times, you know. So like I said, I applied anything that's a little bit smaller than it's supposed to, but I'm running out of space. I'm running out of places to put things. I need to get a shed maybe outside or something that got some good protection or whatever, because I can't just start putting everything into the garage or anything, you know. I ran out of room in the closets. The closets ain't that big anyway. The game I've been waiting for, finally, and it got a nice little art book that came with it, with a nice slipcover. You know how I feel about slipcovers. That's 13 Sentinels. Yeah, I had to get this. I love my J games, you know. Ain't much on the back, you know, but I really like the artwork for this game. I applaud the artwork of this game. I wasn't going to buy this game, but it was at a dirt cheap price, you know, for like, I think $28 or $23. I can't remember. I just know I did not get it when it dropped. I did not get it for the BS prices people try to put it for. Some people still got for $100. I got mine for like $28. It's in brand new condition, still wrapped. I'm not going to open it or nothing. That's River City Melee. I just need to get the Double Dragon one now. I said, with limited run games, I'm not going to go for those anymore, you know, unless it's a huge drop. But if I find it for good prices online, like eBay, Amazon, whatever, I'll buy it then. But I don't really support limited run games anymore. And here's the one I was talking about beforehand. I got cleaned this up because it got something on it somehow. And that's the Division 2 Gold Edition. Yeah, like I said, find those collector's editions if you can for a good price. Buy them, because I'm not spending no $299, $500 for the collector's editions. Okay, just for a nice looking watch. It's ain't no Rolex. Yeah, I'm not going for it. And the final one, a lot of people are complaining because it got so many glitches like the other ones. They claiming they didn't take the time to make the game like they should have. And that's Mafia Definite Edition. Can you believe that in the US we didn't get the trilogy? Like Europe got it, Japan got it, but they did not give us the trilogy. You know, you got to download the other two for the Definite, or maybe there's a download if you already got them. But they only dropped the Mafia one, but it came with a slipcover. It wasn't that expensive, you know, so at least they knew not to put it at a stupid high brand new price for, you know, like a remaster or, you know, something that's redone. But a lot of people complained about so many glitches in these games, you know, that there's even more now to deal with. That's crazy. That's it with games. Like I said, ain't much dropping, you know, except for I think there's 2 more this month. A few in November because, you know, delays. They delayed some of the games and pushed them back for some odd reasons. So the reason why is because these companies are gearing up for the PS5. PS5 comes out next month, so most of these games are getting, you know, carried over. That is the last hurrah for the PS4 games. Maybe some people will still push it out, you know, value prices, kind of like how the PS3, PS2 did back then. We just had to see, but I'm looking forward to PS5, definitely. Now let's get to the movies. Screenshot had a limited run on 2 titles I had to pick up, you know, because I always feel like I don't want to miss out. But if you never, they did have some before limited run, and then later down the road they made some more copies, kind of defeating the purpose of what they did, and kind of hurt their fan base by doing it. Got Death Sport. That one's pretty good. We got the Attack of the Crab Monsters. I really wasn't looking too much for it, but like I said, because it was limited, I went ahead and scooped it up just because. Vinegar, we got Spellcaster. I really dig the slipcover for it. And one thing I really do applaud Vinegar, they go out with their slipcovers. They're nice. Some of it is like a limited run. I maybe showed this off before. I'm not too sure, but this is like a run of 4,000 copies. I got 1683. If you can see that, yeah. One of my cats knocked that down, but anyways, another thing I applaud for is just they take care of their stuff what they put out. They got reverse covers for a lot of their stuff. In fact, maybe most of their stuff, you know. But Vinegar Syndrome has been on it lately. I really applaud, and Black Friday they has you know, put it up early for people. I'm really looking forward to that Beastmaster 4K. I've been waiting for them Beastmaster movies for a long time, so finally get the first one. I hope they get the second and third as well. A lot of people ain't too fond of the third one, but if they can get the second one as well, applaud. And they cranking them out as 4K movies. Alright. We got Home Alone. This was at a good price. If it's under $20, I'll scoop it up. So this was, I think, exactly 20, because first they had it as 25, then 24, 22 for a while, but I got mine for like 20. It ain't bad, you know. I didn't go for the 4K steelbook, because if I get the standard, I'm not gonna go for the steelbooks if they don't look good. Example, we got an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall, coming out in December. The steelbook looks so good, and so did the 4K standard. I bought both of them. And you won't catch me doing that a lot of times, you know. But I had to. Some I may just get the steelbook if it look good. Like what's a good example? Starship Troopers. The steelbook looked good, so I bought that instead of the standard. Sometimes you got steelbooks, you don't know what you want. Do you want the steelbook if it looks good, or do you just want a standard? Depending on the price sometimes. So I skipped over the Kick-Ass Steelbook, which looked pretty good, and just went with the standard because it was cheaper, you know, with the slipcover. Scooped up Home Alone. I hope they go big with Home Alone 2, though. They need to put that out. Some more vinegar drops. We got the 11th Commandment. Perfect Strangers. I maybe showed this bunch before, but I need to go ahead and put these up. The Collar. I kind of like the cover for that. There's Pandemonium. I really love this cover. I'm pretty sure I showed this off before. That's the other batch I haven't shown. It's this here, Alphabet City. Oh Lord, movies just dropping everywhere. Got Pray for Death. And this was pretty cheap, but you can see it from the gloss. I hate when the plastic starts folding and crumbling for some odd reason. I hate that with a passion. But it was cheap, so I scooped it up with an Arrow. And this is a reprint. This ain't the original. I wish it was the original, but I don't know why I held off from not getting the collections with the originals. And that's the Vincent Price collection. Just the first one. And this is the reprint, though. It wasn't that expensive, but I'm not going for the originals online. I'm not paying like $200, $300 for the original. That's on me for missing out. Yeah, here's the new ones. Memorial Valley Massacre. I kind of dig the slipcover. Got Killing Birds. That's this Landrums de Tumbas. And even so, I got this, they did not have this actually pasted on the back like a lot of these other steelbooks do. So I'm just going to put it in the inside. I hope it don't bend or whatever. And this was Scream. I got Motel Hell. I really love the cover. I had to get it. I know Scream Factory's putting out double, sometimes a new 4K scan with some of them, but double dipping is not fun. It's not. But got Motel Hell. I do love how the cover art looks, so I had to get it. Because I don't like, the cheap ones or ones that just don't look good. If you know, what's it? Big Trouble in Little China, the steelbook. It had a lightning bolt looking like it came out of Jack's ass, and it just didn't look good. it really wasn't coming out of it, but how it looked, it did kind of look like it. The Faculty. This was like for $9, like $9.99 on Amazon, so I scooped it up. This needed to come out on 4K, but I missed out on the first batch of this on the Blu-rays, and they raised the price up too high. I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. So when they make some reprints, I had to get it. The Deeper You Dig, this one I got, it's pretty cheaper than the rest, compared to it, because it got like, I think, two movies for a limited edition. That's The Hatred as well, so I scooped it up. I love my Scream Factory horror movies, and especially if it's a collector's edition with a slipcover. Ghost Ship, this is a great movie. I had to get this when it came out. Another cheap 4K movie when it first dropped, and this was Shutter Island slipcover. I'm gonna try to go for slipcovers. Some of them I waited too long. Can't really get like Hook. What's it? Got Hook and Jumanji. I'm trying to find it for a good price. I don't want to pay overpriced just for a slipcover. But if things come down to that, and I really want it, hey, sometimes you have to. Got Ralph Breaks the Internet, and that's with the Target exclusive that has the booklet with it. If it's got a Target exclusive, I'm trying to go for those instead of the standard or Steelbook. I try to go for the Target ones because I prefer having a little booklet with it, kind of like how they did with Hocus Pocus. And then 2 years later, they dropped the Steelbook 4K version. In the 4K version, Disney can be notorious for that, coming out with this and then dropping a 4K version. I suspect maybe Black Beauty is going to come out with not Black Beauty, but Sleeping Beauty. And I got the Target version, but I feel they're going to come out with a 4K version and make me double dip. I do not like double dipping, triple dipping. Oh, speaking of Sleeping Beauty, and this isn't the 4K. There's not a 4K one yet, but I have a feeling Disney is going to drop a 4K of it, making us double dip. Jaws 5. It's not Jaws 5, but they call it that. Cruel Jaws. I got the limited edition with the steel cover. I mean, not steel cover, but slip cover. And yes, this is the notorious movie that cut parts from other movies just to make. In fact, I think Scream Factory was supposed to come out with this, and something happened with the rights or whatever, and they never got it. I found a good price for a house. The two ones, because the UK got the 4 movies. We only got the first and second in the US. And if you find the box set, the limited edition one, at a good price, get it. Don't wait, because it's going high. You're not going to find it at a good price. And if I say probably now, I got mine for a good price. Little Monsters. Boy, it took forever for Vestron to go ahead and drop 2 more movies. And they were supposed to start more, but once again, they're going ghost. I don't know what's going on with Lionsgate. It's havoc with them, but I'm hoping they'll still put out some more movies. And I hope it's not another year, half, 2, whatever, like they did this time. But glad to have Little Monsters. Yes, I double dip on it, but I had to get it. It got all the goodies. Got a slip cover. Had to get it. And the other one I have is Shivers. I love the slip cover. Like I said, Vestron been on it. I've got all of them. They're at 19 now. Here's another Scream Factory with a slipcover collectors, and that's Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. I got this a whole month late. Somehow Atlanta held on to it. They couldn't find where they put it at. I had to contact Scream. Scream never replied to me. As many emails I sent to them, like 4 or 5. They still haven't sent me a notice or whatever. So I just went ahead and got through the mail system and contacted them for like about the 3rd time, and finally they found it. And took a whole month late than the release date. Yeah, fun. Final 2. Got Pitch Black. Was supposed to have a slipcover with Arrow. It's the reason I got this one. It's the 4K. I had to get the 4K. But this is the only version they didn't have a slipcover. The Blu-ray had it. The other edition had it. Because this is they have 2 different versions. They got a blue one and they got a colored version on the cover. This is the only one that didn't come with slipcover. And guess what? We still got charged full price for it. Arrow dropped the ball with this, and they could have made some slipcovers, send them out for website purchases, but no, Arrow dropped the ball. And here's the Hocus Pocus steelbook I was talking about. I almost got the Beetlejuice steelbook, but I did not like the design they went with. But the Hocus Pocus, I really love how they went with this. So I double dipped. Got the 4K version. I got the Target exclusive one for the Blu-ray 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year. Well, whatever it was, they dropped the 4K. And Disney's notorious for doing stuff like that. And they love double dipping, triple dipping, quadruple dipping. If they can put it out, they're gonna put it out. And then you got that big box I showed Friday the 13th. Yes, I had to get this. So that's it. Hate that it took so long to put this video out. But I definitely need to go ahead and put things up, so I don't do this again. Not too many things coming out this month. November is a huge thing. PS5 dropping some big titles. Appreciate it. Go ahead. If you could, drop me some likes, drop me some comments, subscribe. Enjoy.